Welcome back to the AB Scale Project. I'm Krieger. This is Alpha Bravo, and today we've got the Studio Series Scavenger, and he looks pretty cool. Turn around here, he's got his gun. Looks pretty neat. No gapping happening, except for that, but that's okay. Everything else looks pretty good. The arms are a little chunky, like they're kind of weird on the bend, and it's all ball joint stuff, but he, oddly enough, looks like he did in the movie, so... head does head things. Arms do everything because they're on ball joints. Nothing at the wrist. No waist because of the transformation joints and the combining stuff it has to do. Legs can do pretty much anything because they're on a ball joint. Does have a knee, and he has a pretty good ankle tilt. Not extreme, but an okay one. And it kind of snaps in and snaps back, so kind of difficult to get an in between there. And then his knee kind of snaps in too. So again, kind of hard to get in between there. But overall, not too bad. All right, let's put him up with these contemporaries. We'll get Long Haul out here. See how he looks next to Long Haul. Let's see, a little shorter. Long Haul is also supposed to be a Voyager. Same thing with Hook here. Not too bad. Let's look at the leader of the group there. Alright. With Scrapper. And then Bone Crusher, the other arm. And they're the same size, which you'd expect. And the arms are equally as dopey, but yeah. Still, pretty close to what they look like in animation. Anyway. And just just because I have them handy next to the Earthrise Prime. So, pretty right on the size, I think. Alright, nothing much else to say, so let's go ahead and look at the Digger mode. And here we have Scavenger in his Power Digger mode. Looks pretty good. Looks like he should. You know, weapon mounts over here, so not too bad. Of course, no wheels, so he does not roll. Biggest complaint is that the plastic here for this hinge is a little too big or a little distorted. So mine doesn't actually fit in there, so a little QC issue there. But one thing I do like is that we do get a ton of articulation with this arm. So I like that. We get the little scoop, we get there, we get turn around here. You can take that off if you want to. Yeah. I do like the fact that we do have lots of articulation with that. So that is a bonus, even though it doesn't, roll. I don't know why Hasbro's been so resistant to putting wheels on things with treads, but yeah. So here he is. Bring in a Scrapper. See the size comparison there. Bring in Bone Crusher, his arm buddy. About the same size there. Hook is huge compared to him. And a Long Haul is pretty big too. So, of course, those two are supposed to be Voyagers while the others are Deluxes. So, Scrapper is supposed to be a Voyager too. So, anyway. Yeah, that's about it. Not a whole lot more to say about it. Just little QC issues. And I love the articulation on this arm. So, yeah. That's about it. Let's do our final determination. So, is this our new IDW G1 Scavenger? We've already said this is going to be our new G1 set. So, but once we get Mixmaster in, we'll do the full set comparison, full Devastator comparisons. But I can already say that these are a lot more, stable than the CBBs, and of course better scale than the Combiner Wars. So, yeah, but we'll see a full set review when we get Mixmaster in, so we can finally get our full Devastator. So, he wins for now, but we'll still go over it again when we get Mixmastered for the whole thing. Alright, let's go on to the next one. And finally for today, we got the Rise of the Beast Core Class RC because, well, I found her cheap. So, yeah, I picked her up on sale at Ollie's, so, yeah. And she's pretty neat for a small little RC, and of course we don't have a, good G1 RC core class, so And I think she'd be adequate to put alongside the other ones. So lots of motorcycle kibble back here. You got this that really doesn't have any locking mechanism. The weapon likes to fall out. But overall, it's not the worst thing for a tiny little RC. And she's got her little blaster there. See, it is not Blast Effects compatible. But yeah, head is on the ball joint, so it can do everything you expect a head to do. Arms on the ball joint. You actually get a bonus, transformation joint there, but that's on a ball joint. This is on the ball joint. Nothing at the wrist. She does have a waist, so she has that over Scavenger. Ball joint hips. Not a lot of twist with that ball joint, so. But the knee is the transformation joint, and you can kind of double back it because again that's transformation joint, but not too bad. Pretty good bend. No ankle tilt and no real feet to talk of. But yeah, not a whole lot to say. So put that gun in again. It's a really loose peg. I mean, it stays in for shaking, but you tap it at all and it falls out. So very loose fit. All right, let's check out our motorcycle mode. And here we have the Rise of the Beasts Arcee in your vehicle mode. You need a little help from her friends because there's no way she stays standing up. But still, she rolls, unlike Scavenger. And it looks okay. I mean, you can see her head right there and her hands back there, but it's actually really reminiscent of the Energon RC. So that's kind of what it reminds me of. But yeah, rolls. Yeah. Stand her up there again. Bring in Scavenger so you can see kind of a size compare there. See, this is for giants and this is for really small people. So, yeah. Yeah, it's just a smaller robot. Anyway, yeah, not a whole lot to say. Just rolls. Do a 360 on her just so you can see everything. We'll do a little bit closer so you can see everything. Lots of detail picked out, so I like that. Lots of paint apps on her. So the motorcycle mode winds up looking actually really good, I think. Like I said, it does remind me a lot of the Energon RC. But yeah. Alright, stand her back up again. Alright, let's do our final decision. So, is this our new IDW G1 RC? No, of course not. So, but it is like, you can put it with your other Legends class features. You could probably put her with the other G1 Legends class that they've been releasing with the Studio Series or Core class. So, you'd use her that way, but definitely not a chug scale. So anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So, thanks for joining us today on the AB Scale Project. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, ring that bell, and I'll see y'all later.